So the brilliant, the amazing, the incredible, the undefeatable Man City got beat at the weekend quite comprehensively by Tottenham Hotspur, having basically worked off a blueprint laid out by Brendan Rodgers, apparently, according to Brendan. Do we have that though, no, Robbie? You know, everyone was going on about Man City. Everyone's tipping them to just be incredible and be unbeaten and blah, 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 blah. Celtic got a good result against them in the week. Spurs have gone and built upon that and actually made them look quite average at times. Have we now seen, as I say, the way to go and stop Pep's Manchester City side?
No, yeah, I remember, I know it's pre-season, but Arsenal played them in pre-season, right?
Oh, so you laid the blueprint down.
We laid the blueprint down. But no, we played them in pre-season over in Norway. Oh, sorry, in Sweden, yeah. And I remember watching the game, and they obviously trying to pass it out from the back. First sort of 10 minutes, you know, they were passing it out. Somebody at Arsenal, the manager, obviously said something to the team, pressed them. And once we started doing that, they just kept giving the ball away all the time. Now, we ended up beating them in that pre-season friendly, and I thought to myself, well, it's still early. You know, they've got to get that system ticking right, the players right, whatever. But Tottenham showed it, Celtic showed it the other day, that if you press them high, they still haven't. I don't think the fullbacks that they've got are good enough to play that system yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? They've got great players in the team, but playing it out from the back, you can definitely pressure them and hassle them. If they're going to continue to do that and not go long sometimes, they're going to get caught. And I thought yesterday, Tottenham, much as it hurts me to say, Tottenham dominated them. You know, I mean, they missed the penalty as well. I mean, and at no time did you think that City were going to get back in that game. Yeah. And yeah, you know, and it's the same with, you know, Brendan Rodgers got a point because he did. All the other teams so far this season have been showing too much respect to City. Yeah. And Celtic didn't show them no respect and pressed them and high pressure. So in a way, Brendan Rodgers did kind of show everybody.
Brendan Rodgers, to be fair, never had a bad record against Man City, so he was probably relishing it to some extent. But it's good. I think it's good for the league, if nothing else, Spaz, because it's nice to have a team that you can hold up and go like, oh, look at all the wonderful players and the wonderful tactics and the wonderful manager. But it basically shuts everyone the fuck up, to be honest. No, but because everyone is just creaming the pants over Man City, and it's nice to see. Because look, Spurs are a terrific team. They've got great players. Sorry, Robbie, they have. And they've got a great manager. They've got a great way of playing. So I think that we talked about this last week, actually, that people were being a little disrespectful to Tottenham Hotspur. You know, if nothing else, they've actually, as well, Baz, they've kind of gone and proven themselves and gone, look, this is what we as a team are capable of, because they should be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, City were never going to go undefeated because this is a league that it's very, very difficult to do that.
Only one team can.
People.
They've
never beat you.
Am I going to try? I'll try and shoe all 5 times in somewhere while we're here. And you can shoe in 20. And
20 league titles.
Yeah, 20 league titles. And you can shoe on.
I'll shoe in. We ended there 50 match unbeaten none or whatever.
Go ahead. Yeah, 5 FA Cups or whatever. Like.
All right, lad. All right. Just chill. No, the same way as I don't think there's a blueprint, and that's it. Now everyone will be, because they've got us next at home, so that'll be they'll get back. They may get back on track that day. But saying that, I know that we'll have loads of chances against them, so it obviously depends how Everton do that day. But they're still a fantastic football side, and for me, they will still win the league. But Spurs are a great side. Spurs are a really, really good side. You've got, you know, Arsenal are a really good side. Liverpool are doing well. There's United are strong. You know, there's team. Chelsea will get it. So there's a lot of teams. There's no way City were going to go just week after week after week after week, because there'll be times when the passing game doesn't work. I watched them against Bournemouth the other week, and they ended up winning 4-0. We weren't playing till half 5. What's that for? I went to match, and Bournemouth had 3 really good chances in the first 15 minutes. Remember, Liverpool blew City away early doors last year. Then they came back strong. Liverpool won 4-1 in the end, but showed that you can get at them. So there will be a lot of games when City control and dominate, but there'll be the other games where if you can get at them, you can beat them. And Spurs are an excellent side,
yeah,
so
they are, yeah.
No one should be going, oh, it's all right. You know, Brendan is a wonderful technician as a manager, has found the blueprint, and everyone will do it, and that's City done for, because that's being disrespectful to how good Spurs are as well. Yeah. City will lose 4 or 5 games this year, but they will still win a hell of a lot of football.
I think but I think from the Spurs perspective, it's great because again, knowing that Harry Kane was going to be out, I think a lot of people looking. I know he's not been full Harry Kane so far.
Still have someone else
He
step
was
in, though.
incredible. Like, yeah.
He's had a great season so far, Son, hasn't he? Look, I said in this programme, before the ball was kicked, people asked me, was I scared as a Man United fan about Guardiola coming in? And I had said no. I said he's a great manager, but it's not going to be a case of turn up every week and play the same way, press and attacking football every week. Someone is eventually going to get onto it. And effectively, Tottenham out-pepped Pep, didn't he? I mean, I remember hearing a story about Pep at Barcelona that he had, buzzers around the training ground, and you had 15 seconds to win the ball back, or you did a forfeit.
5.
Was it 5 seconds around when you had to do a forfeit? And that's exactly what Tottenham did.
So many people are getting balls kicked at their arse in training today.
Yeah.
After that.
That's exactly what Tottenham
So many
did
chilies
at the
being
weekend.
eaten.
Unless you mean you spit the gummy chilies, really.
Oh, flap.
Kolonov's going to be shitting blood tomorrow, basically.
But yeah, I think, I'm not saying that he's been found out. Obviously, he's a great manager, he's a great tactician, Tottenham completely outplayed them. And again, it's not a case of, with the previous 2 clubs it's been at with Bayern and Barca, where it's like a 3 or 4 horse race. Anyone could beat anyone on the day in the Premiership.
Yeah.
And Guardiola has yet to really sample that. And I think it's a case that's going to happen more rather than less.
I'm
as
kind
the
of,
season progresses.
part of me's kind of gutted because Liverpool have got United next. Right now, I think I'd rather have City. Just because he'll find that they're going to get better at that. You know what I mean? They're going to get better at the things that you do. The players are going to become more fluent in his language almost,
They're still honing it. We also got to remember that they didn't have De Bruyne, wasn't playing. I still think, we do have to give a lot of respect to Brendan Rodgers because
Behave yourself.
up until they played Celtic, everybody was like they were so scared of City when they were playing them. And Brendan Rodgers went into that game, and he obviously said to his players, "Have no fear."
Yeah, but
and
if anyone goes to Celtic Park like that,
yeah,
though?
because to press City high up the pitch, right? You've
Particularly
got to be very brave.
when you've been spanked by Barcelona.
Celtic beat Barcelona, what, how many years ago now? 3 or 4 years ago?
But what I'm saying, remember the previous game they got beat 7-0.
Yeah.
Right, or 7-1 away,
Yeah, but
right?
at the new camp.
Right, they but they got.
True,
It
but
was
you've got that in
embarrassing.
your head,
They got
haven't you?
in.
If we
Yeah,
go,
you've been
we could get
embarrassed
torn
in Europe,
apart.
right?
Goals change.
And then
games.
to press a team like Manchester City with the players that they have, you've got to be incredibly brave.
Yeah, no, completely.
Yeah,
So,
bravery is.
you know,
I don't think it's down to Rodgers. I
for
think
that.
it's down to players. The players went down and wanted to play. They didn't really want to play against
definitely.
Barcelona.
If you
They
can't-
saw the occasion.
I don't think it's anything to do with Rodgers. I think you've got 60,000 Celtic fans
all
screaming.
screaming, yeah.
You will run around, and it's a big, big night for them, a big game. You're a player playing in the new camp fortnight before getting spanked.
Yeah.
You
You
can't
got something
wait
to
get
prove,
out.
yeah.
City, the goals, they got the goals when he needed them, and that gave them the boost. Raheem Sterling scored an own goal. That doesn't boost you, nothing else will. So, I'm not so sure on the Rodgers thing. He's done. It's a good result for him. But like you say, I think City will come back stronger. They're still going.
They are a good team. They're a very good team.
Yeah.
But there's good sides in it.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, there's a lot of good teams out there.
Take nothing away from Tottenham. No, Tottenham took them to time.
Spurs play. I actually predicted before the game that I felt that Spurs will win that game.
I was the same because
Because
no
of the
one
home
was talking
advantage.
about them.
Yeah.
They're so
Plus as
good
well-
the way they get it, the way they get
Plus as
about
well,
it.
they beat City twice last season,
them
so
4-1 last year,
they're
yeah.
not. I don't think they were scared of
I
City.
thought it was important actually that it looked like Dele Alli finally, whatever he's not quite had, and whether that's just a hangover from the European tournament or whatever, he looked on it more than he's been so far this season. He looked back to being that exciting player. Like,
It was a good
give me the
finish,
ball, let me make think it was.
Son
you
was
know.
the difference maker.
Oh, he was. Yeah,
He's been brilliant for the previous 4 or 5 games, though, not just yesterday.
But he worked so
But very
hard for
interesting to see how that develops when we get back from the international break anyway. But yeah, I think there's a lot of teams who've kind of like, I feel like there's been things building, and I know it's very end in the season. It's kind of like the sheet's been pulled back a little bit at this point, and I think there's going to be a lot more eyes on Arsenal, there's going to be a lot more eyes on Spurs, there's going to be a lot more eyes on Liverpool as the in the next couple of weeks, just to see whether these are for flukes or one-offs or whatever. It's going to be interesting if nothing else. Let us know then in the comments, is Brendan Rodgers the man who takes all the plaudits for Spurs beating Man City? Go ahead. Let us know in the comments below. Click the subscribe button. It's a logo on the screen, I think, with the Ball Street logo. It is. Click that Ball Street emblem and subscribe to the channel right now.